All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live. We are live. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. This is the day that the Lord has made. We are rejoicing, and we're already glad in it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ramonepreston Show. If you are coming on, please do me a few favors. Number one, I want you to hit that like button, hit that share button, tag somebody, let them know that the Ramonepreston Show, the squad, and your boy, Ramonepreston, we're all live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta on this beautiful Tuesday. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let's rejoice and be glad in it. Welcome to the Ramonepreston Show. If you're coming on, hit the like button, hit the share button, tag somebody, let them know that we're live, and put in the comments what city you're watching me from. Wherever you're watching me from, I want you to put it in the comments. I want to say thank you so much to all of you that continue to watch the show, continue to follow us, share our information and our content. For those of you that are getting value from our show and our content online and on all these platforms, I want you to give us some feedback. Please let me know what city you're watching me from today. Put it in the comments. And also, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube page. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube page yet, be sure to do so. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button. Maybe Google and YouTube will ask you to sign in, log in using your email. But if you could just take a few moments to log in and sign in to your Gmail account, or just use your email to create one, please subscribe to my YouTube page. We have over 7,400 subscribers. We are on the road to 10,000. We want to get to 10,000 subscribers as quick as we possibly can, because we want to reach a lot of people. We want to help a lot of people. And we want more people to get access to information like we share. So welcome to the Ramonepreston Show. If you don't know, now you know. I'm your host, Ramonepreston, and every Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, I show up here on this show to share information with you, to help you properly start, structure, and scale your businesses, your ministries, your income streams, and your wealth building dreams. So if you're an individual looking to take your business to the next level, if you want to take your finances to the next level, if you want to figure out how to build a business or organizational enterprise, a real business, something that you can be proud of, something that you can use as a foundation for your legacy, if you want to figure out new creative ways to create financial freedom, then this show is designed to share information with you to help make that possible. So I want to say thank you for joining the show today. Please be sure to put in the comments what city you're watching me from, and be sure to subscribe to my page. Your subscriptions, your Google reviews, and just your comments, they're all appreciated. Every time you leave a comment, every time you like and share a video, every time you leave a Google review, every time you subscribe or follow me on one of my platforms, all you're doing is helping our community get more exposed to things and information and data and training that could help them take their lives to the next level. Okay, so thank you so much. I also want to say thank you to all of you that have already made a decision to be a part of our community. Maybe you are a student in our blueprint, our Millionaire Blueprint. We have an online business and financial training program. Maybe you're a student in that program. Maybe you purchased one of our single programs like our holding company course, or our church and nonprofit startup kit, or maybe our financial literacy program, or perhaps you are a mentee a client in our coaching program, wherever you are in the ecosystem of Ramonepreston Enterprises and the Next Level family, whether it's ministry or business. We have a lot of people that are starting to join our School of Prophets training program. So wherever you are, thank you. We appreciate you for being a part of the community. And our goal is to really help you take your life to the next level. So today, I'm really piggybacking off of my weekly coaching call that I host every Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. So last night I hosted my weekly coaching call, and I had really been praying for my clients and mentees, everybody that's a part of our community. My team and I, we just been praying for them. We recently had a 2-day event. We had a 1-night revival. We had a 1-day Millionaire Mastermind just the other week. And since then, we really been hunkering down, like really leaning in to pray for all of you that's a part of the community. So I just want you to know that when we get your information, whether we get your email address, your phone number, whether we make initial contact with you and do business with you or not, anybody that gives us their contact information, we always praying over you. We're praying over you, we're praying over your family, we're praying over your business, your ministry, your dreams, whatever it is that you want to pursue, we pray for you. And so just within the last few days, I had really been praying for my coaching clients and for those who are being mentored by me in my 1-year business coaching program. It's called the Millionaire Mentorship Program. And because I had been praying for this group of people, I wanted to share some information with them last night in our weekly coaching call that I truly believe could be impactful. It could be beneficial to them. And so it was such a great coaching call last night that I hosted. I decided to take some pointers and some information from last night and share it with you today, because I think it could help you as you continue to make progress and move forward throughout the remainder of this year. And so today's topic of discussion is really going to be centered around the 5 P's for making progress. All right, the 5 P's for making progress. And so this is information that I share with my coaching clients, mentees, people who are in close proximity to me, because I want you to win. I don't want you to just be around me and be in our community and listen to me and you ain't winning. You ain't seeing no progress. You ain't seeing no change. We got to make some change. We got to make some progress. And so I'm going to give you 5 P's, 5 P's for making progress. Okay. And they should really inspire you. They should really motivate you, and hopefully they will impact you enough so that you can implement them and execute them in your personal life, in your business, in your ministry, in your finances. Implement them and execute them in every area of your life. So here's what I want to say, because I said this during the introduction of my coaching call last night, and I want to make this statement to you during this introduction of today's show. And this statement is this: there's nothing for you to be discouraged about when it comes to your business and your finances, especially when you are doing everything you need to do or you possibly can do in your power to build a business and to become financially free. There's nothing for you to be discouraged about. There's nothing to be discouraged about. Now, why do I say that? Because a lot of times you put your all in your business. A lot of times you push all your chips to the middle of the table and you take a shot at it. You try to build a business, you try to build a ministry, you try to serve your community, you try to help people, you try to save money and get financially free and get out of debt. And sometimes it don't always work. Sometimes you find yourself going through seasons and cycles of drought and you experience a lot of hardships. So yes, it is disappointing. Yes, it can be frustrating, but there's nothing to be discouraged about when it comes to what you are doing, because a business is really not a sprint. A business is a marathon. So I really want you to just release yourself from this burden of discouragement just because your business is not thriving yet, or just because you're not financially free yet. See, I've been at all those stages. I have had those experiences, and I still have those experiences now. So even though I can see some level of success in business, even though I can see some level of success financially, I still have moments where I'm tempted to become discouraged, because even though I might not be where I used to be, I'm not where I want to be. But I have to remind myself regularly that there's nothing to be discouraged about when you're doing everything you can to make progress, to build a business, because it is a marathon. Everything is not going to happen overnight. Some things are going to happen over time. And guess what? You have to be willing to be persistent, but you also have to be willing to complement that persistence with patience so that you can get to your place of fulfillment. And so I just want to encourage you today. No matter what it is that you're facing and fighting, no matter what it is that you're going through, this is a real word of encouragement. And this is coming from my heart, because I'm really praying for you. I'm really asking God to just give you the resources and the opportunities and the exposure and the strength and the things that you need so that you can continue to proceed and move forward. We're in a lot of uncertainty right now. The markets are chaotic. There's a lot of turmoil economically. People in their personal lives are going through, families are going through. People have health issues and children issues and relationship issues and job issues and community issues and racial issues and political issues. I mean, there's always something going on that can be fuel to further discourage you. And so I want to encourage you to know that there's nothing to be discouraged about, especially when it comes to your business and your finances. Now, that doesn't mean you can't feel the pain and feel the pressure, and you ain't gonna feel the pain and the pressure. You can, and you are gonna feel that pain and that pressure. But what it means is you're gonna take courage. You're going to take courage, not in the absence of fear or uncertainty or frustration or subsequent failure, but you're going to take courage in the midst of it, and you're going to do whatever you need to do every day. You have come so far. You've come so far in your life. You've come so far in your business. You've come so far in your finances, and even though you might not be where you want to be, well, guess what? You are where you are, and we're going to take where you are and what you have access to, and we're going to make it work so that we can make progress and move forward. So can we agree on that for the remainder of this show, that we're not going to allow discouragement to get the best of us? We ain't going to keep drifting off every time we get a moment to drift off and forget about what's going on. No, we're going to stand 10 toes down, and we're going to accept what we got to do right now, and we're going to figure out what are the best steps that we can take to move forward and make progress, okay? And so I'm giving you the 5 P's for making progress. And I want you to write these things down, because you've got 5 more months remaining in this year. August, September, October, November, December. And there's a lot that you can get accomplished in the next 5 months, but you need to get focused. You need to get committed, and you need to just make the decision today that every day, every step of the way, I'm going to do something incrementally that will get me where I need to go. It may not be overnight, it may be over time, but I'm not going to let discouragement get the best of me. It takes years sometimes for you to get to where you go. My grandma used to always tell me, baby, Rome wasn't built in a day. Everything is not going to happen immediately. Some things will happen eventually. Everything ain't going to happen overnight. Some things are going to happen over time. But if you continue to just take the steps necessary to move forward and make progress, even if it's incremental progress, you're gonna get to the end. You're gonna see success. Your business is gonna thrive. Your finances are gonna show up. You're going to move forward, all right? So let's do it today together. Here are the 5 P's for making progress. Number 1, the first P for making progress is power. This is what you're going to need. You're going to need this. You're going to need this. And I know sometimes this word sounds a little vague. You know, we generalize it. But guess what? This is true. Power is really the ability to get something done. Power is the ability to get something done. This is the first P you're going to need for making progress. So if you want to make progress within the next 5 months and beyond, but let's just say for the next 5 months of this year, if you really want to make some progress, because I'm telling you, times are hard for a lot of people. Times are tight, times are tough. A lot of people are not moving forward. A lot of people are contracting. A lot of people are giving up. A lot of people are throwing in the towel. A lot of people are checking out and just saying, you know what, maybe it ain't my season for my business. Maybe it ain't my season to move forward. Maybe it ain't my season to get financially free. Maybe I'm just delusional with the stuff that I think I should be doing. And guess what? You can accept that and stay stuck or go back, or you can move that out of your mind and you can start making progress. So the first thing you need, this first P, is power. This is the ability to get things done. The ability to get things done. And again, I know we could talk about sales and we could talk about marketing. We could talk about business systems and processes and all the tactics and mechanics that make up business and financial success. But what about the internal things? What about those things that got to be deep-seated in your heart that give you what you need to keep making progress? That first thing is power, the ability to get things done. Now, where do I get this ability to get things done from? Well, first of all, you're going to get it from God. Let's just keep it 100. This is why you should have a relationship with God. And I'm preaching without preaching. This is why you need a relationship with God, because your relationship with God empowers you. It is God. The Bible says in Deuteronomy 8:18, it is God that gives you the power to get wealth. So God is the one that gives you the ability to get things done. So first of all, you need a relationship with God. I mean, I'm telling you, especially those of you that are Christians and you men and women of faith, I'm telling you, like, you got to be very careful who you listen to and who you following today. It's a whole lot of people who look like they're successful on the surface. It's a whole lot of people that look like they're making progress on the surface. It's a whole lot of people on social media today that give you this perception that they have it together. The Bible words it this way: they have a form of godliness, but they deny the power. So even though it looks like they've got some influence, even though it looked like they got some success, even though it looked like they making some moves, but they do not have the true power that comes from God. And this ain't just the power for you to be saved and for you to be righteous and for you to be morally correct and for you to have your head on right, but this is the power that's going to give you the ability to get things done. Whatever it is that you know you need to get done, the first P to getting it done, to making progress, is power. And this power got to come from God. Now, where else do you draw this power from? Where else do you gather this power or this ability to get things done? I'm going to tell you where else. You also get it from your purpose. Okay? So we got God, and then we got our purpose. Now, the reason why purpose gives you power is because when you tap into your purpose, you're probably tapping into your why. Like, why do I wake up every day and show up for business? Why do I serve people who don't serve me? Why do I keep hitting brick walls and fighting the good fight of faith and showing up trying to make things happen? Why do you keep working on this business? Why do you keep trying to figure out how to build your financial life? Why do you keep trying to create an opportunity for yourself and for your family through some type of entrepreneurial endeavor? You know why? Because you got a purpose. You got a purpose. So you got to tap into your why. This is where your power is going to come from. See, when you look at people and they look like they're high performers and they always excited and they go-getters and they moving and they shaking and they making things happen, a lot of times these people, A, have a relationship with God, so they're getting power from God. And B, they also have a real connection with their purpose. They have aligned themselves with something bigger than them and greater than them. So for me, I have my relationship with God. I get my power from God. I know that this is something God wants me to do because he gives me the power to get it done. But then I draw from my purpose. I start pulling on my why. I got a wife, I got a family, I got kids, I got people who depend on me, I got staff, I got a community that I lead. So now it gives me a reason to get up every day and fight. It gives me a reason every day not to give up. It gives me a reason every day to make progress. So you got God, you got your purpose, and here's another reason. You got passion. There's just certain things you want to do. There are certain things you love to do. So when me and my wife, when we're able to help people, and this is something my wife and I, we've done from day one since we've been together. We help people, we sow seeds, we give, we bless people, we support a lot of people. But because we're able to do that, it continues to ignite this passion we have to see other people do well. And every time we do it, guess what happens? We cry, we feel the emotions, we feel the excitement when we look at people and we see how they respond when we are a blessing to them and we help them and they thank us and they're like, oh my God, I don't know what I would do if I didn't have you. These things stir up passion. It gives us a greater passion to keep doing it, to keep succeeding, to keep winning, because it keeps giving us an opportunity to do the things we love to do. So for you to make progress, you gotta have this first P. You gotta have power. And where do you get that power? Well, you gotta get it from God. God gives you the power to get wealth. God gives you the power to move forward. God gives you the power to succeed. God gives you the power to build. If God ain't in it, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. So when God is in it and he gives you the power to do it, it don't matter what it look like. You're gonna continue to pursue it. But then you want to connect to your purpose. What is your why? Find other reasons why you should keep building your business. Find other reasons why you should be financially free. Find other reasons why you should become a millionaire. See, I got so many reasons why I got to have a lot of money, why I got to have a successful business, why I got to be great, why I got to be known, why I got to show up here every day and perform and do what I do as a leader. I got so many reasons why, because I got so many people who are in so many places doing so many things that need me to win and to succeed, because they're depending on me to win and succeed, to give them an opportunity to win and succeed as well. That's purpose. And then I got a passion. I love to help. I love to serve. I love the feeling that I get when I help and I serve and I be a blessing to people and I sow and I give people the things that they need to keep moving forward. It serves a purpose, but it also ignites a passion. That's all tied to power. Okay? That's the first P. All right? The second P for making progress, I want you to write this down, is proximity. Proximity. Do you know what proximity is? Proximity is distance. It is distance. So now if I tap into real power, all right, the first P, to make progress, now I get to proximity. Now I gotta use that power also to stay close, to stay connected to the right people and to healthy relationships. This is all about environment. I'm telling you, if you are close to failure, most likely you're not close to success, and you will not be close to success, because success and failure, they are never in close proximity to each other. So that means if you're not successful yet, but you want to be successful, and you're making progress to succeed. You're making progress to do better. You're making progress to become a better person, to be a better leader, to build a better business, to help more people. If you're making progress and you desire to make more progress in these things, guess what? You got to put yourself in proximity to people and build relationships with people and get in the right environment with people who are either pursuing the things you're pursuing, or they have already pursued it and they've succeeded in it. But you cannot surround yourself with people and have relationships with people who are just as bad as you are. I mean, it's just like being on an aircraft and the stewards and stewardesses, they tell you, the flight attendants, they tell you, listen, if there's a decompression or an issue with oxygen, that we start losing oxygen in the cabin and the oxygen masks come down, what do they instruct you to do? Do they tell you to give somebody else your mask? No, they tell you to put your doggone mask on first. You breathe so you don't pass out, then you help somebody. But you can't be giving everybody your success oxygen mask, your energy oxygen mask, your strength oxygen mask, your brain space. All these things are like oxygen masks. And every time you give people your time, give people your brain space, give people your energy, give people your money, give people your resources, you give all your oxygen away and you don't have anything in your environment to live off of. And here's what's going to happen, because I've already experienced this. So let me tell you what's going to happen. If for some reason, you may have not experienced this before, but if you have, you know I'm telling the truth. If for some reason you give everybody who's at the same level of struggle like you, everybody that's trying to scrap it out or seem to be trying to scrap it out, if everybody's around you, every relationship you got is just people who they struggling, you struggling. They ain't got nothing, you ain't got nothing. You trying to do something and they ain't really trying to do something. If your whole environment is surrounded with those kind of people, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. If you ever get to a point to where you need them, they ain't gonna be there for you. And it's not that they don't want to be there for you. They can't be there for you because they ain't got nothing. So does that mean you abandon good people just because they don't have anything? No. Don't mean you abandon good people just because they don't have anything. But what it means is you got to put your own oxygen mask on and you got to make a decision. Do I stay in proximity to people who can't make my life better, or do I sacrifice that for a while so I can get around people who can help make my life better, so that at some point, when my life is better, maybe I can circle back around and be a blessing to them if they want it and if they're willing to do what I did to get it. But for me to stay stuck in an environment around people because my relationships don't benefit me nothing. They don't benefit me spiritually. They don't benefit me financially. They don't benefit me professionally. They don't benefit nothing. All they do is just exist. Come on. You got to focus on proximity. This is the second P to making progress. I do not, and I've been like that for a long time, and I'm telling you, it has served my life well. I know I've offended a lot of people. I know I've hurt a lot of people's feelings. I know there are a lot of people that I used to know or maybe used to talk to or maybe grew up with might feel some kind of way about me. So it is what it is. This is my life. This is my life. This is my life. And that's their life. If they're not willing to do the things that I'm willing to do to become who I want to become and have what I want to have and go where I want to go and experience what I want to experience, it's not my problem. That's their problem. And I'm not going to give up my oxygen mask of time, resources, energy, brain space, good, healthy relationships to give it to people who might want it today but don't want it tomorrow, who think they ready today but ain't ready next week, or who don't want to be consistent over long periods of time to change enough to get out of whatever they're in. That ain't my problem. I'm not taking on that. And here's the truth. You might need to hear this. The truth is this. Some people that you are around, environment-wise, some people that you have relationships with right now, some of these people ain't even your assignment. And you might not think it's affecting your finances and your business or your ministry or your desire for success, but it is, because it's affecting you. It's taking too much of your time, too much of your energy, too much of your brain. For some of you, it's taking too much of your money, because you got people who just keep draining you. Every time you get ready to come up, something happened to somebody that you got a relationship with, and they need you to come bail them out. And you can never move forward like that. You can never come out of that. You need to get around people who, guess what, are only helping you grow. They're keeping you moving forward. They're supporting you making progress. That's what you need to be surrounding yourself with. But here's the problem. You cannot surround yourself with those kind of people if you remain the same type of person you are. It's kind of like, I gave my mentees this example last night. If you walk in a room and this room is full of weed or alcohol, or it's full of anything. If you go in a room and it's full of smoke and people just, burning tires. It could be anything. It could be drugs or just anything in general. It could be a room where people are cooking. They're cooking fish. They're cooking seafood. Well, if you stay in that room long enough, any room, guess what's going to happen? The smell of that room is going to get on you, ain't it? Of course it is. So whether you eat seafood or fried food or not, if you go into a kitchen or a room where all of one thing is going on and you stay in that room long enough, you're going to start smelling like it. So what happens is you leave that room and then you go into another room where none of that is happening, and the people in that new room, they're going to smell that you've been in that room. Have you ever walked up on somebody and you can smell and you can tell where they just came from? They must have just came from work, or they must have been doing something, because you can smell it. Well, guess what? When you get in an environment with successful people, even if you get a chance to get around successful people, the moment you get in their environment, if you smell like failure, people see that. People smell it. They can tell. People can talk with you and tell that you ain't learning nothing. They can tell that you ain't working. They can tell that you ain't grinding. They can tell you're not a go-getter. They can tell you're not a high performer. They can tell you're not a dreamer. People can tell you're not optimistic, that you're pessimistic. And when people see that or smell that or detect that on you, guess what's going to happen? They ain't going to let you in that room no more. Because successful people, great people, growing people don't want that around them. So proximity is the second P to making progress. I'm giving you some game today. The third P to making progress is positioning. Your positioning is important. I keep telling all of my clients, my mentees, my students, I tell everybody that I work with that you need to be properly positioned in the marketplace right now. This is not the time to be out in the marketplace and you ain't properly positioned. Being properly positioned, or positioning, is all about the right market presence. So you need the right market presence. You need to be positioned in the market correctly. Let me give you an example of what I mean by that. Whatever the type of business is that you do, whatever the type of business is that you have, I don't care what the business is, you should be trying to take that business and become such an expert in that business or in that space that you can actually separate the operation of that business from being a consultant in that space. That's how you should be making the right market presence. Like your presence in the market should be that of an expert in your space. So you could be selling like products like this. You could sell a tumbler. I don't care if you're selling a tumbler. Like you can be the tumbler person. If all you sell is tumblers, you can sell markers, you can sell pens, you can sell sunglasses, you can sell paper, you can sell whatever it is, whatever the products and services are that you can think about. Whatever the thing is that you sell or the service or product that you provide, it doesn't matter. You still need to separate what you do as a salesperson or as a product pusher or as a service provider. You need to separate yourself and become a properly positioned expert in the marketplace. So if I sell markers and my whole business is built around markers in this kind of economic climate, I would still want to position myself in the marketplace as an expert in markers, as an expert in sunglasses, because I want to become the go-to person. When people are thinking about markers, when people are thinking about paper, when people are thinking about plumbing or digital marketing or whatever it is that you do, I want people to come to me because I want to be positioned the right way, because I want market presence. This is the third P for making progress. I'm telling you, if you just take these 5 Ps that I'm giving to you and you implement them and execute them today in your personal life, in your professional life, in your financial life, I already know what's going to happen. You're going to see progress. You know why you're going to see progress? Because I'm telling you something that I do every day. Like I ain't just showing up on this show for free. I'm not showing up here for free. It's costing me something to show up here. It's costing you something to show up here. It's costing you time. It's costing you brain space. But I'm not just showing up here for free. I'm showing up here because I know I've got to position myself the right way in the market, and I need presence. I need people to know that I exist. I need you to know that I know what I'm talking about. I need you to know that anytime you think about a business coach, a business consultant, a business and financial trainer, when you think about that kind of person and you're looking to figure out where you can go to connect with people like that, I want you to think about me. Well, you can't think about me if I ain't got no presence. You the same way. I don't know what it is that you want to sell. I don't know what service you want to provide. But if I don't know you because you don't position yourself in the market and you don't have no presence, guess what? You're not going to make progress. You're not going to move forward. So that's the third P, positioning. All right. Number 4, the fourth P for making progress is products. Now here's where it gets real difficult for a lot of people, because you need something to sell. All right. Let me write that down. You need something to sell. You need something to sell. And products could be services. So it could be a product, a physical product, a digital product. It could be a service, a physical service, a digital service. It could be both. But you need something to sell. Okay? You need something to sell. And if you don't have products and services that you've created for your business that you can sell, then you need to work on that. It's called product and service development. You got to work on developing products, or at least a minimum viable product that you can take to the market and talk about. So I show up on my show every day, and almost every show that I host, at the end of the show, sometimes in the beginning and even in the middle, but definitely by the end of the show, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you or make a call to action. That means I'm going to give you a number that you can text. I'm going to give you a number that you can call. I'm going to give you a website or a link that you can click. You see it in the description. And anytime you call me or text that number or you click that link, guess what? I am giving you an offer for some type of product and service that I'm either providing for free, or I am selling to you because I have a product and a service that I want you to do business with me to receive. So that's just the way it is. But I gotta have something to sell. I can't just be showing up all the time talking, because I've tried that before. I thought at one point that would work. So that's why everything that I be telling you on this show, I tried it. So there was a time, I was just telling on my coaching call, my mentees that last night, there was a time, like for 1 year, I remember the first year I started really using social media, the whole year I was putting videos out. And I was just talking about everything. I don't care what I was talking. I was just talking about anything came to my mind, I talked about for a whole year. And guess what? Almost all of those videos didn't have a whole lot of views. And I don't think none of those views led to any business. Like, we're talking about like 300 and something videos I did. I did a video a day 5 years ago when I started really focusing on social media and taking it serious. I did a video a day. So I did like 365 videos for that whole year. And I don't think one of them videos led to a sale. Well, first of all, I really didn't have no products and services. But these are things that I really just didn't pay attention to, even though me and my wife had a business, even though me and my wife were doing real estate. I really didn't narrow it down to a minimum viable product, okay? I didn't narrow it down enough. And just saying we do real estate wasn't good enough. Saying that my wife was an agent and we could help you, it just wasn't good enough. It wasn't tangible. It didn't feel like it was a product or a service, and so it didn't resonate. It didn't work. And I learned a lot of lessons. And so those were like real marketing lessons that I learned, sales lessons that I learned, real business lessons. So all I'm saying to you is your fourth P for making progress is products. If you do not have a product or service, if you don't have a product or service, you need to find a company that has products and services that you can use. So even if either you own them, okay? Either you own the product and service or you use it. Either one. Any one of those three-letter words you can take. So either you're going to own the products and services or you're going to use it. How can I use other people's products and services? Well, you can use it through commissions, through affiliate marketing, network marketing. You can have other people's products and services to sell, to monetize, to make money. It could be some type of licensing. We have programs that we provide that for people. So it exists. And you shouldn't make that a big deal. Like my wife and I, we started our whole careers in business. That everything we have now, we started it in real estate. And in real estate, you don't own the homes. You're using the homes. It's inventory. You're just using other people's products to present to somebody who wants to buy them, or you're representing the person who wants to sell them, and you make a commission off of the deal. That's how real estate is. People who sell cars do the same thing. So this is the way the world is. So don't just sit back and wait until you come up with this grand idea for a product and a service and you go broke in the process because you're not making progress. It's about making progress. So if you got a business and your business is not making money because you don't really have a minimum viable product or service that you can sell and monetize, then use your business to find somebody else that got a product and a service and sell theirs through your business. Do an affiliate marketing. See if you could get a commission. Do something, but just don't stay stuck. You gotta make progress, okay? And number 5, here's my 5th P for making progress. Number 5, and this is probably the most important one, promoting. Promoting. This is one of the biggest issues so many people I talk to have, especially if you're a Christian. A lot of Christians, some do, some don't have a problem doing it, but I know a lot of church people, they just hate to promote themselves. I mean, I'm like, dawg, why don't you want to promote yourself? I call it sneaky pride. It's false humility. Because it's like, oh, I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be the one to be tooting my own horn and blah, blah, blah. Well, would you rather be quiet and broke and struggling, or loud, opening up your mouth and promoting your business, promoting what you do? Like, we act like God gonna strike us down if we promote ourselves or promote our businesses. God know you're not arrogant. God know you're not trying to be cocky. God know your heart is right. Who you trying to prove something to? You definitely ain't trying to prove nothing to God, because God already know you. You're trying to convince yourself that you're not. And what happens is you don't make progress. So you got to lend yourself to your business. You got to act like your business hires you to be the promoter. You got to promote your business. And how do you promote your business? Well, first of all, you need to show up on social media. I don't understand for the life of me people who on social media that never promote their own, that people who have businesses that never promote their businesses on social media. I don't understand it. Like, what is the issue? Are you not confident in yourself? Are you not confident in your products and services? If you have these issues, I'm gonna tell you how to fix it. One of the ways you fix it is you find somebody like me and hire them as a business coach to help you. Like, you got to be open to that. You got to be open to that. I keep saying it, even though I'm a business coach, but I'm saying it like I ain't a business coach. I'm telling you, business coaches, people who can help coach you in anything, but specifically business, they are like the biggest hacks ever. Do you understand how big of a hack that is, that you can hire somebody as a coach and they can literally give you like this whole blueprint, this whole game plan, without you having to go through whatever they went through to figure that part out? Like, literally, they just move all these years of struggling out of your life, and then they fuel you with the right information, the right solutions, the right resources, the support to reinforce what you want to do, to give you the confidence and the courage to go out there and get it done. And when it doesn't work right, you come back and they help you reset it. This is the biggest hack ever. I'm telling you, I didn't even know business coaches existed when I first started my business. I didn't even know they existed when I first started my business. Once I found out that business coaches could be paid, once I found that I could pay people and they would come and help me to build my business, I was like, what? I didn't even really know that. And so I understood the concept of mentoring, because being in church, your pastor is a mentor. Your spiritual leaders are mentors. So I kind of understood it from a church perspective. But when me and my wife started our business, we're talking about 19 years ago, we didn't understand like business coaching like it is now. It wasn't like that 19 years ago. You may have had like a couple people like on infomercials. You know, in real estate, we had like the Carlton Sheets and the Russ Whitneys of the world. And I think, you know, you might have had Tony Robbins with his DVDs. But even then, I don't even think I knew Tony Robbins was a coach. I thought he was just like this guy that just kind of hyped you up about something. I didn't even know what it was about 19 years ago when I used to see those infomercials. So my point to you is, you got to do something. And if you want to make progress, doing these things will really, really help you. So you need to use all 5 P's, okay? Those are my 5 P's for making progress. I'll give them to you one last time before we go. Number 1, you need power. Number 2, position. What did I say? 2, proximity. Proximity. Number 3, positioning. Number 4, products. And number 5, promoting. So those are my 5 P's for making progress. Now, If you need support, if you need resources, if you need information, especially when it comes to you starting and structuring your business. So whether it's you starting a holding company, or maybe structuring your organization like a holding company, or maybe you need help and some information for how to build the right systems and processes for your business, this is what we specialize in. This is what we do every day. We help people start and structure and scale their businesses. We show you how to file and form your holding companies. We show you how to structure them. We train you and coach you with principles and practices on how to create the right systems, whether it's for sales, marketing, operations, and financial systems. We show you how to put a real infrastructure together. In our coaching program, we even take time to sit down with you in one-on-one sessions to show you how to take your ideas and turn them into products and services. If you're in certain areas of business, we can show you how to price your products, package your products, present your products. Like all of this collectively, it works to move your business forward. And so I want you to make progress, and I want to give you access to that information. So if you would like to take a few moments to speak to me so that we can see where you are with your business, what types of systems and processes you may need. Maybe you just have a few questions on what you're supposed to do with regard to starting a holding company. Maybe you have a LLC and you're not sure if you can convert that LLC to a holding company, or do you need to start a new one? Maybe you already have your holding company, but you don't know how to develop the right tax strategies for your holding company, or maybe you just don't have the right systems, or you're working on products and services. Maybe you're a coach and a consultant and you're trying to figure out, like, how do you position yourself in the market. We've got a lot of information that we provide for our clients, whether you're on our training program or whether you're in our coaching program or any other program. We want to show you that we have the information to help you. So all you have to do is text the word millionaire to 404-478-7213, and I'll be more than happy to speak with you and to give you some direction on what it is that you should do to take your business and your finances to the next level. I also want to say before we go, happy National Black Business Month. The month of August is National Black Business Month. So we celebrate all of our black business owners, those of you that are blacks, you are minorities, you are African Americans, however you refer to yourself, you black. I want to celebrate you as a black business owner. And throughout this whole month of August, I am a black business owner. We run a black business. So all this month, what we're going to be doing for our community is we're going to be providing free consultations and assessments. Free consultations and assessments. So if you would like to reach out to me to receive a free consultation and assessment, it's going to be maybe a 15-20 minute deep dive that we can do literally over the phone. We will assess your business and your finances to see exactly what you are looking at doing, what type of infrastructure that you have. We'll talk briefly about your products and services or your ideas. We'll give you some information and tips on how you can structure or restructure your business to fit what you want to do. We can share some information with you about your systems and processes. Maybe you're working on developing some and you just have a few questions. We'll answer all those questions and give you all that information during that consultation and assessment. It's absolutely free. It's absolutely free. So if you would like to take me up on that, just text millionaire to that number and we'll reach back out to you. And one of our millionaire concierges will schedule a time that we can jump on the phone and we can take you through that brief consultation and assessment. Absolutely free. So I love and appreciate all of you. Thank you all for joining the show today. We'll be back here tomorrow. No, we won't be back here tomorrow. Are we going to be back here tomorrow? I don't even know. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But for today, I appreciate all of you. Have an amazing Tuesday. I want you to go out there and do some amazing things, and if there's anything we could do to help you, any questions that you have, any information you need, please reach out to us at this number right here. You can text Millionaire to that number or just call 404-478-7213. All right, love all of you, appreciate you. Have an amazing day. I'll see you next time right here on the Ramonepreston